To another very crucial matter is the fact that your party is a ruling party, and in any competition, you say, oh, it's the party to beat because you are holding on to power right now. I'm very sure that you want to retain it.
Of course.
But the question is, do you have what it takes to retain it this time around?
Yes.
As a party?
If we think we didn't have what it takes, we will not be feeding a candidate.
You have a candidate that can win the election?
Of course.
What gives you that confidence?
We have a tested hand.
What gives you that confidence?
On account of who he represents.
And what is that?
That is a performer. He's not a new face. You know, there are two kinds of candidates. There are candidates who can pontificate about how they will put air conditioning all over Nigeria and they will make every Nigeria a billionaire. That is sweet talk. But we have to look at, incidentally, in this year's edition of the campaign, of the electioneering campaign that will take place hopefully by February next year, the main, what I would describe, or what most people describe as the main candidates, they've all had the office of governor. For example, my own candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was the governor of Lagos State for 8 years. The Labour Party candidate was a governor for 8 years in Anambra State. And Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was vice president for 8 years. And there are other candidates as well, but at least let me limit myself to these three. So they are not strangers to power. They are not strangers to electioneering. And people can look at what they did when they were in office before to be able to speak to what they might do tomorrow. But as I say, talk is cheap. It's walking the talk that makes the difference.
I mean, so you imagine.
So if you are going to look at,
how do you think your candidate stands? Amongst the people that you have mentioned.
I think it will come first.
Really?
Yeah.
But the polls are saying otherwise.
Which polls?
There are about 3 of them. There is one that came out, just a moment, Your Excellency. There is a Bloomberg poll that says that if the elections were conducted, Peter Obi is in the lead as we speak. There was the ANAP NOI poll, which gave Peter Obi and the Labour Party in the lead. There is also the We Together movement poll that was also conducted, released yesterday, which also gave the Labour Party a lead. There was another poll which says the election, if conducted, that's the 4th one that I'm mentioning tonight, that says, look, there might be, the election might not be concluded on the first ballot. So in any of these polls, your candidate has not featured as the lead.
It's okay. It depends on what weight you want to place on any of the polls. But you know, in this environment, all sorts of things happen. You conveniently ignore the findings of, is it Economic Intelligence Unit? That says from their own evaluation and everything, they believe as well you will win. You didn't seem so.
No, I didn't get that.
No, you won't get that because it's not convenient. It's not convenient.
That may not be true.
Those of us who are looking at the whole picture, we know that that was not the secret.
Maybe it's available to you.
It's not published in an unknown mushroom paper. Now,
everything I've said tonight have also been made public.
Yeah.
But the one
that's what I'm making, that it was not convenient to make this one public.
But maybe because it favors your party, that's why you have it. Some of us don't have it.
Okay, maybe because this other one favors your preferred party, that is why you have it.
You're not correct. You're not correct, sir.
You are not correct to say that what I saw, that you couldn't see it. Your business is fishing around looking for news, even the hidden one. And mine, reading newspaper is just one thing I do. That is all you do.
I won't claim omniscient to say that I have all the knowledge, but I'm saying that those are the ones.
I'm happy that I'm able to add to your basket.
And I would love to see the details of that report.
I will show you.
Yeah, thank you. So, does it give you any kind of fear that this is a signal that this race might not be business as usual?
I have no weight whatsoever on the so-called opinion poll, particularly when you look at who sponsors what. I mean, you can afford, and it's probably convenient for some people to say there was one opinion poll which was sponsored by somebody you know is an open supporter of Peter Obi, and is entitled to resort to any tactics which he thinks might sway public opinion. And the publisher of those polls, the sponsor of the poll which was mentioned, is not like an independent medium. There will be a lot of fake opinion polls, but they are not more than opinion polls. Even if they were published by fairly well-known, credible people who are seasoned, or organizations that are known to be seasoned in business of opinion polling. So, but let me tell you why. I mean, there are common sense bases to even dismiss these polls. The first is, just 4 years ago, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar and my very dear friend Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra, they had a combined ticket. I'm sure you know that. And that combined force challenged the APC, challenged Buhari, and unlike in 2015, Buhari scored more votes against the combined ticket of Atiku and Peter Obi. And my simple reasoning is, divided, united, they failed. How can they possibly win divided? And their constituency is the same. If you check Atiku's votes, Elijah Abubakar Atiku, you will find that he got more votes in the South-South and the Southeast than he got in the entire North. Check the record. So he was more favored in the South than in the North. Today, those votes in the South may at best, and if you check APC voting pattern, in 2015, we lost the Southeast and the South-South. Indeed, it's only in my senatorial zone that we delivered one senator in 2015. In 2019, Buhari again lost in the Southeast and in the South-South. The highest vote was from Edo State. Even at that, we got, I think, about 46% or 48%. So, if the voting pattern remains the same, namely that they will not vote for APC, which I don't think is going to be the case, because now we do have more people who have electoral, who can be described as having electoral asset that are now in APC, who were not there in 2019 and in 2015, who are now in APC. So I believe that everything considered, Peter Obi, His Excellency, maybe, I mean, the weaknesses is the fact that I don't think you have looked at the polls you talked about, whether they went into break it down, as they do elsewhere, and say in this part of the country, the blue state, the red state, the green state, so that we can have idea where are the voters coming from, because it is the subtotal of those that leads to a particular outcome. So I'm confident that in terms of a unified figure, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is ahead of the two of them.
I've